It's time for another insightful edition here at MSME Africa Enterprise Chat. I am Ara Nimi. One of the biggest platforms for empowering African entrepreneurship and catalyzing African development is the Tony Elumelu Foundation. Recently, the foundation unveiled plans to spearhead a global coalition of philanthropists, civil societies, and other international organizations as partners to expand the 12-year-old foundation, which was set up with an initial layout of $100 million back in 2020 to support young entrepreneurs on the African continent. And joining me now is Olubukola G.Oyebode, the managing director of Keanu Naturals Limited, which is a manufacturing company into production of healthy coconut products and other natural skincare products with a focus of building an impactful organization, thereby providing job opportunities for young people. And some might be wondering, skincare products and Tony Elumelu Foundation, well, of course, she's an alumnus of the University of Lagos, Obafemi Awolowo University, Faith Foundation, and Tony Elumelu Foundation beneficiary. Good to have you on the conversation as we discuss guidelines for applying for the Tony Elumelu Foundation grant for entrepreneurs. Great to have you on the conversation this morning.
Very much. I really appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We're glad to have you. So, like I read when I was doing the introduction, you are into production of healthy coconut products and natural skincare. If you just tell me what you do, basically, because of course you're an entrepreneur. In 1 minute, tell me more about your organization.
Okay, thank you very much. So my name is Olubukola G.Oyebode, like I said, and we are into coconut products, coconut flakes, coconut oil, coconut milk, anything that includes coconut, that is what we do. And other natural products like shea butter and the likes. But we major on healthy coconut products. The name of our brand is Keanu Natural Oil. And that's basically what we do. Funny enough, before I started this business, I was into fashion. I sew and I was a fashion designer. But I've actually had this business in my mind because it has helped me. Coconut oil helped me one way or the other with my skin. When I had a very terrible skin, and I used coconut oil, and in less than like 7 days, everything cleared up. So since then, that idea has been in my mind. I haven't started, and Tony Elumelu Foundation helped me to start. And now this is, we have, in fact, run past an idea stage. So the foundation is not the people that have ideas that they don't have funds to start up. And we're able to articulate our point, our ideas well enough in our application, and we're picked.
I'm so glad that you were able to clarify that, because for someone like me, the idea I had in my head was Tony Elumelu Foundation is probably for people in the tech space, fintechs and all of these big people in the industry. Okay, a very good one there for you. Anyways, I want you to tell me about the different grants that are available. I don't know which one you got. I know there's something seed grants. What are the various options that are available for entrepreneurs?
All right, the major one they do for everybody is the seed capital. That's one. So it's when you now come in as an alumnus rather, that is when you can now have different opportunity to other capitals. There are other capitals for female entrepreneurs. There are, even after the Tony Elumelu Foundation, the seed capital we received, I have the opportunity to also receive another one afterward. I think 2 years after, I was able to receive another grant capital for female entrepreneurs that want to go into exporting. So there's a lot of benefits as an alumnus of Tony Elumelu Foundation. So it doesn't end from, just the $5,000 grant alone. Even afterwards, if they see what you are doing, that you are going on, you are improving in your business, you are showing them your content and everything you've been doing, definitely, and you request for another application, definitely be picked again. So there are lots of more opportunities on that.
See the way you said it with confidence. Definitely, you'll be picked again. When I
Yes,
when I I'm with
I said that
you.
because of the way. Okay, let me just put it because I feel anyone that gets this particular grant, Tony Elumelu Foundation, except someone helped you. I know there are some people that okay, they say they are into helping people to build their business plan and to fill form. Except someone helped you. Nobody helped me. I just made up my mind that this thing I go win now, whether we like it or not. Like now we die here. That was
That's
the word. Then I was like, we
that's
die
the
here.
spirit.
I went online. I did a lot of research. Do you understand? And one thing I just want to say before I move on is, if you can win Tony Elumelu Foundation, you can win any other grant. Really,
Wow.
yes.
Wow. Let me ask, why did you say that?
Okay, the reason why I said that because it is rigorous. Except if the people doing it presently will tell me that it is very rigorous. And funny enough, I won mine 2019. It now is even more rigorous than 2019 because there are some exercises that they do now just to drop people. We didn't do that exercise in 2019. But if you can fill that form yourself, I believe that you should be able to do any other because there are several questions they will ask you that there is no other grant you are getting. They will ask you the same question. So you'll definitely be able to
Honestly, when I grow up, I'd like to be like you. So, you've spoken about it being rigorous. I think that might be scary for some people, but good enough that we have you here. You're a beneficiary of this opportunity, and knowing well that a number of people lose opportunities not because they are not competent enough, but probably because they do not have the technical know-how. So I want you to tell us, what are these steps? What are the application procedures really?
Okay. Okay, let me just go straight to the point. Like I said, first of all, um, this let me just put it this way. Yearly it changes. It's not the same thing per year. When I did mine in 2019, there wasn't that exercise I mentioned. There wasn't that exercise. We just went straight as you click on the Elumelu Foundation link, you just go straight to fill in your form and you go and on and on. So I'll first of all start with this exercise. Now that the exercise started 2020, I think 2021, because I think we now have a lot of people going into filling the form. So they're just trying to look for a way to like drop people. Do you get? So this exercise is like the word quantity, this quantitative reasoning of yes, quantitative reasoning, verbal reasoning, all this kind of thing we normally do then when we were young. Those are the kind of exercise they brought in. So that exercise will bring in it's going to test your IQ, it's going to test your business knowledge, it's going to test your IT knowledge, it's going to test your financial knowledge. Do you understand? But it's more of, and also it's going to test your calculative kind of way of thinking fast. Do you get all these 2 plus, this kind of quantitative kind
Yes,
of questions?
yes.
And the point about this thing is, if you did not pass this exercise, you cannot go.
Wow.
Last year, a friend of mine wanted to fill in the form for this, and as we started, we stumbled into it. I was like, because I didn't know the exercise was there. I was like, wow. And we started the exercise. We didn't plan well. She didn't get in. Immediately you failed that exercise. It's 45 minutes exercise. They will even tell you there as you read it that you need 100% attention, not divided. Because when you start, you can't say you want to pause, you want to know. It's on the go for 45 minutes. So it's either you pass or you don't pass. Do you get? So I always advise people that if you know that you're not smart enough, you're not the calculation kind of person, just get someone beside you. That's why I advise people, get someone that is smart, a science person. If you're an art person, why not get someone that is a science person that can calculate mathematics and all this? Like, so you both can do that together and at least enter into the application, because the major thing is for you to enter into the application. And without this, you won't be able to enter into the application. So that is that for the first thing. Then also the second thing I would say is, whatever industry you are, whatever pro business, let me say, whatever business you are into, it has a particular industry, or under a particular industry. My advice for any applicant is that have knowledge, a knowledge about your industry, because that will help you to explain whatever you're trying to explain. They'll ask a lot of questions about, they'll say, tell me your business in 150 words, tell me your business in this, and tell me your financial stuff in 150 words. Do you understand? So if you don't have more knowledge about your business, your industry, you'll just be blabbing. You don't even know what to say. You might just write maybe just 2 sentences and you're done. But when you have a lot, go online. There's nothing you can see online. Learn about your industry so that you can now come download whatever you read about it. That's aside. And also be strategic about answering your questions. Be very, very strategic. Don't just answer questions the way it comes. Do you understand? I feel that you should be able to, when they say be precise, be precise. 2, your very good point. Peradventure you have 5 points you want to explain under a particular question. Your very best point should be in the first paragraph and second paragraph. Then the other peripherals can be under, not just writing this and, let your very good, because we have a lot of applications that are going on that are going to read. Do you understand? So some of them cannot even read in between lines. You just want to read your first, second line, your second point, and you're on the go, and they're on the go. But if your very good point is in the third paragraph, probably they won't have been able to read it. Do you understand? So I always advise, let your very good points, let them be in the first and second paragraph, then others can follow, and also be strategic about it. Also, I'll add this, do not model your questions, your answers together. No, this actually, I'm not an investor. I know I'll be an investor one later in life. Amen. I'm not yet an investor, but whenever I read little grant application that some of my friends or younger ones sent me, that ma, please let me proofread this thing before I submit. It gets me hungry sometimes, because they will just model all the answers together. You cannot see the first one. You don't even know what you're reading. You're confused. So I always advise people not to model your questions, your answers together, your points together. Separate them. As you're giving a point, leave a space. Let that space be obvious so that the person reading also be asked to read. Confuse more. So that's I'll say. Then also, I'll also say that it's always very good to use data in answering questions. There are some questions that they will ask that you won't just want to say, oh, okay, for example, if I want to answer this question, like, we're able to, you can't say you were able to make a lot of money in the last. No, that's I feel as a business person, you should be able to mention that amount. Yeah. They like data. We're able to raise, you understand, data. We're able to raise 1.2 million in the last quarter. We're able to meet 30,000 people dealing with skin irritation in the last 2 years. Do you understand? They always love to see those numbers. Numbers really attract investors. Any investor you see will always want to hear your number. So it's always good to include that. It's going to boost your application. So for now, I think those are the major points that I want to say. And above all, when you are filling this form, I think it's good to wait before. Yes, thank God I remember this. It's not good to just go into the application and start filling the form online immediately. Sometimes a lot of mistake happens. I always advise people, copy out all the questions, put them in a laptop. If you don't have a laptop, you can use your phone. But it's good to always copy out all your questions, put them on your laptop, then you answer it offline on your own. Do your editing, dot your I's, dot your T's, you understand? So that you are proofreading, you're reading over and over. Give it to someone, let someone read also. Then you cannot copy and paste. Copy and paste. That's your answering. It will even be very fast in answering. First of all, copy it out, answer the questions, understand the question, answer it. And when they say not more than 150 words, please make it not pass 150 words. Not more than 100 words. Let it not be more than it might be 100, but not more than it. So even nowadays, what they do, they'll do the answering page, that section that you'll be able to type more than that words. So when you get the typing stuff will stop to head. So
Yeah, so
That's how
it
safe
has
and
like a restrictive kind
yeah,
of
a
system.
restricted, yes, yes.
So
So
you've really spoken so well, like an alumnus that you are.
thank you.
And
Thank
I've been jotting things down. I'm jotting. So
you.
I know this is quite similar to a number of applications, even schools and what have you.
Yeah.
I want to specifically ask because some people might be wondering, okay, why is it that important for you as a person from your own experience? What are the opportunities getting this fund? What are the opportunities that it has specifically opened you up to?
Okay. First of all, in the we have an alumni fellowship that we relate. We meet likes minds like ourselves. We meet people just like last week. I was selected as one of the alumnus that went for Tony Elumelu Foundation at 60. Tony Elumelu himself, rather, not the foundation, clocking 60 last week, and I was part of the people that was representing the alumnus. So the alumni rather. Thank you. So those are the opportunities that are there. We meet a lot of people, and I've met a lot of great minds. Collaborations comes
The
in.
networking is really great.
The networking is beyond, because you're going to meet a lot of people. You can collaborate. You can have, what are you into this? And okay, let's come together. Let's do this. Okay, for instance, that day I just met a journalist, and then I just thought, okay, I'm and he just did a very short interview with me. Oh, what are you into? And I did a recording, and good for me. I just saw my brand name online in the news, business news. I'm like, wow, just about collaborating. Do you understand? So there are a lot
And
of
that gave you
opportunities.
visibility.
Like you
Visibility
get
rather.
it, you get it. Yes, you get it. So there's a lot of opportunities for collaborations. You meet great minds, and also, like I said earlier, in as an alumnus, you are going to enjoy other grants coming in, Then also, well, for female, I know they pick both male and female, but I know that Tony Elumelu Foundation also push more for the females, just to help people to put food on their table. Do you understand? So there are a lot of opportunities. And like I said, if you can win Tony Elumelu Foundation application, you can do any other grant. It's just a matter of putting your words right, articulating your words right, dotting all your dots, and also you can also work on your business. If you are being selected, you are going to work on your business plan. They will help you to work on it. They will help you with that journey, working with your business plan. The business plan they gave us and we worked on since 2019, I'm still using it. Do you understand? Because it will give you a lot of prototype that you can use. And if you are the one that did that business grant, the business plan yourself, all what you just need to do is just to be editing and removing and adding to it. So that's why I said that if you win that grant, you can be able to meet up with any other grant.
You've actually said quite a lot, and you've answered, in fact, the very last question that I was going to ask you, because I was going to say, beyond getting the fund, how do they ensure that the fund is properly utilized? Because it's not just enough to give you grants. You need to ensure that the grant is well utilized. But anyways, thank you so much
Yeah.
for joining this.
Yeah. Can I add this?
Oh, okay.
If you are being selected, you're going to be attached to a mentor, because there are different people that will be taking care, that will be answering to you. So you'll be answering to rather. So you're attached to a mentor. Then also, at some point in the year, like maybe once in a year, they always send us some emails, tell us to send our pictures of our location, tell us to send our so many things that we are doing as a business owner. Do you understand? So those are the things they always used to checkmate us. But let me add this, because in our own search, it didn't happen. But starting since last year, I think this is what they adopt now.
Subsequent one.
Yes. This is what they have done. They always, almost everybody, not all, but they've selected the people they want to select. Then there are two stages. The first stage is meeting with your mentors. The second stage is documentation. documentation. That's when you submit your documentation, your CSC certificate, your tax, also tax collecting, your tax certificate, and also your bank account. You have to open a current bank account. All those things are documentations. Then afterwards, then you now enter into the third page. So I always advise everybody filling the form or into this program that they should always try to meet up with the deadline. If you don't meet up with the deadline, don't even bother don't even bother, because they will not pick you again. So when they say submit so thing on or before this time, please try to meet up with deadline, because those are the things always used to drop a lot of people.
Thank you so much. If you can, I'd like you to just give your final words as we wrap up the conversation.
Okay. All right. I will say that whatever you find yourself doing, do not do a wishy-washy application. That's what I'll say. Whatever you find it takes for you to just do the best. I went ahead to get mentors. I went to call people into it. Please teach me how to go about this. I went for then there wasn't COVID-19, so we're able to go out for little sections. I went out for sections on how to fill this form. So whatever you find you have to do, fill it well, do it well, so that it can give you more opportunities.
Yes, do it well so that I can give you more opportunities and visibility that you did not pay for.
Yes, and visibility, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Exactly.
We've been
You're
talking
welcome.
to Olubukola G.Oyebode, the Managing Director of Keanu Naturals Limited, a manufacturing company into production of healthy coconut products and other natural skincare products with a focus of building an impactful organization. And she's an alumnus of University of Lagos. She's a Faith Foundation and Tony Elumelu Foundation beneficiary. And we'll be talking about the guidelines for applying to the Tony Elumelu Foundation grants for entrepreneurs. Thank you all for joining us on the conversation today. And this is where we draw the curtains. Don't forget, you can connect with us on our social media platform on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Eversedy Africa. Until we see you next time, I remain Aranimi. Bye-bye.